Glad you made it. I'm
Cool.
really happy that you're willing to give this game a shot. It's one of my favourite things to do with friends. Between the role-playing, strategy, and just being goofy with each other, it's always a great time. D&D has something for every kind of player. Now, you said the other day that you wanted to just get kind of an intro experience before joining my regular campaign group. So I figured a more individual sort of experience would be a good way of showing you the ropes, give you an idea of what the experience can feel like. Just take a seat whenever you feel like getting started. I've got snacks that should last us until the end of the universe, so help yourself to those too.
I guess let's be a barbarian, you know? Um, okay. Movement to navigate. 5 stat points available. Okay, so I'm a barbarian, so my intelligence sucks, my wisdom sucks, and my charisma sucks. My charisma is worse to all of them. Um, I was always really bad at making stats for these things, so What's up, Grim? How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Oh, yes, please. Um, mm,
And like that, you've made your first character. Congrats! Now, how about we dive right into things? Let me just set the scene for you. The continent of
oh,
Faerun has seen hundreds of stories turn into legends. The Dawn Age, when dwarves overthrew the tyrannical giants and elves waged war against evil dragons, thereby carving out a place in the world for small folk. The tyranny of the Rose Dragon, when the great red worm Ylvir Asalisar nearly razed Kalimshan and established her cruel empire. The time of troubles, when celestials and fiends alike were cast from their own realms, warring and laying waste to the mortal plane in their efforts to reclaim their divine positions. Yet each great story has great people steering the narrative. The Rose Dragon's empire only fell because Rafak al-Kajan and his companions slew the evil beast. The times of troubles ended because those like the mage Midnight rose to the occasion, in their case taking the mantle of divinity from the slain celestial Mistra until she could be resurrected. Now we come to the precipice of another such event, a budding calamity that could warp reality as we know it. Though there is no prophesied chosen one, no foreseen savior, if you play your cards right, you might just be able to avert what is to come. Or perhaps your story will simply serve as a cautionary tale for those who survive. Despite this, it all starts with something as mundane as fetching groceries for your parents. We open on Nashkel, a village on the northern slopes of the Cloud Peaks. The late spring rains have abated, making the trek across town to deliver a commission for your father at least a bit less muddy. As you make your way back along the main street, though, it is hard not to notice that your otherwise quiet home is riddled with strained, whispered conversations.
What is going on, gamers? How the heck y'all doing out there today? And welcome to Dungeons and Dragons in Minecraft, everyone. Role-playing game, guys, so I'm pretty much gonna be trying to play a role here as best as I can. I actually do need to change my character into the appropriate one of the Barbarian. So I am now playing as a Barbarian, and I will do the best that I can to try and make this enjoyable for you. Welcome. So I must now venture on. Good day, sir. What do I do with you? Wait, where do I go? Do I go to you?
Standing behind his produce stand is Eric, one of the farmers living on the village's outskirts. You have known him for most of your life, though he is still young and smile lines have only just begun to crease the sides of his eyes.
Your father said you'd be along to pick up his purchase. I don't envy him his back problems, as if he didn't have enough to deal with already as the headman. Anyhow, here you go. I'm sure he appreciates having you around to do all the heavy lifting for him.
Choices! Let's go! I'm a barbarian, so I'll just be like, old age stinks.
Yeah, old age doesn't seem to agree with him.
Yeah, well, it doesn't with most of us. If you're ever given the option of growing old, don't.
What's everyone whispering about? I only caught a bit.
Everyone's worried about the people who've gone missing. You probably already heard about Helsa not coming home yesterday. That makes the 4th person in 2 weeks. The trackers looking for her haven't come back yet, but if it's anything like the other 3 disappearances, they won't find anything. People are real frightened, and I can't blame them. Might be a good idea to not wander around on your own, even in town.
Nah, I can take care of myself. See you around.
Mm-hmm. See you around.
One quick thing, I am going to adjust the sound a little bit. Let's do about 60. 100, okay. Let's see if that does any difference. Okay, return home. Where is home? Is this home? This is not home. There's home. Waypoints. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot where I lived. Man, I'm just so forgetful of things.
You hear voices from inside your house. Perhaps it is worth waiting and listening in.
I just heard about it this morning.
Does anyone else know?
I caught one of the trackers before he could go out to look for Helsa. He said he'd check it out while the trail was still warm, if there was one. But I don't know if he told anyone else first.
We'll have to assume that he did. People are already starting to panic, and this will make it worse. I heard people at the market this morning talking about unfamiliar monsters. No one had seen the things themselves, but the rumors are bad enough.
This goes on and you'll have a mob at your front door demanding answers.
I'm surprised we haven't seen one already. We've got to get ahead of this.
So what are you going to do about it?
Give me a minute. I've got an idea, but I want to talk it over with Katra first. You're welcome to stay if you like. They should be back soon.
Oh.
Ah, there you are. Put the food on the table and come talk to me. There's something we need to discuss. Listen, you've heard about the people going missing. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but the whole Kelsit family is gone now. Neri found their farm empty this morning without even a sign of struggle. This is asking a lot, and I've got a feeling your mother's going to kill me after I say this.
Then don't say it.
But I need you to go speak with Endan Dravair and ask for his help.
You're right. I think I will throttle you. Are you insane? People are going missing, and you think sending Katra out into the woods by themselves is somehow a good idea?
I have to agree with Ellen. They'd make a tempting target.
The trackers have been going on their own, and no one's bothered them. Besides, after all the training I've put Katra through, they should be fine on their own.
Yes, but you could just send one of the trackers, or someone else.
I want the trackers to keep looking for our people. Other than them, there's no one else I'd trust in the woods more than Katra. After all the times you've run off into there as a kid, you probably know the paths better than most of the villagers. And Vair's important. His ego probably won't let him talk to just a random villager. Neri could go, but she doesn't know how to fight, and I don't want the community's healer to be missing for a whole day if someone breaks their arm.
And you're not worried what Vair might do to them?
Unless Katra does something really stupid, which I would trust them not to, they'll be fine.
You know I'm standing right here and can answer for myself, right?
Hey, watch the sarcasm. We've talked about this.
Well, they're right. Manners aside, they can speak for themselves, and hopefully also point out how reckless and stupid this is. Mom, if I can help the village, then I'm happy to do it. Besides, I was just in the woods yesterday looking for berries, and I was fine.
I was hoping you'd say that. This isn't exactly an enviable task. I'm proud of you. Now, Endondravair is a proud creature. He has the wisdom of the ages and probably knows something that we don't. But there's a good chance he won't help us for free, just on principle. If he doesn't, I want you to offer him money. This pouch has 100 gold coins in it.
100? Where did you get that kind of money?
I took it from the village's emergency fund. I'd say this counts. Rounded it out to 100 using money we were saving for a new roof. Start with a low offer, like 30, and work your way up, unless you think you're going to insult him or lose his interest. Whatever help or advice you can give will be welcome. If we're lucky, he might already know where our missing people are or where to look. A bird's eye view could show him what we need.
I still think that this is a bad idea.
If I'm being honest, it probably is a bad idea, but it's the only one we've got.
Is there anything else I should know before going?
At this point, you know everything that we do. I wish we could be of more help, but Vair's home is not far. Hopefully nothing will bother you on the way.
Right. I guess I'll head out now then.
Oh, before you go, do you want to do a quick sparring match? Couldn't hurt to brush up on your technique, just in case.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. One more thing. I'm sure you can find your way and don't want me fussing over you. But in case something happens, you should take your father's old wayfinder. Thanks. I'll take good care of it.
Just be careful, and come back in one piece. We'll be waiting for you with some dinner ready.
Quest complete. Humble beginnings. Main quest started. Neither here. Quest log updated. Go to Vair's cave. Hold the wayfinder to see where to go next. What did that say? Hold the instrument to open it. Hold the what? This thing? Oh. Yo, what? This is in Minecraft, bro? What? Alright. On we go. Man, this world looks really good.
What is that? Is someone... Whoa! Stay back! Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I wonder if they got something to do with what's going on.
Ooh.
Guess this is it? Unless this wayfinder led me to some old owlbear den. Okay then.
Damn, this looks crazy. I didn't like that.
Why you do this? Release me!
What was that?
As you reach for the coin that seemed to suck the life from Endan Dravair, you note a crack running down its face. Whatever these people want with it, you doubt they should have it. The moment you touch the metallic surface, though, a jolt of energy sears through your fingers and up your arm, followed by a sense of pressure, as if the ocean's tide were rushing into your flesh. Recoiling, the coin is adhered to your fingertips, bound there even as you feel that the force pouring from it stretches your skin and crushes your bones, threatening to rupture and burst your entire body. Other than your body, though, it is the coin that bursts, erupting into shards of metal as the same light that flowed into it earlier streams into you. The physical pain abates, though something continues to press on your mind, clawing its way into your thoughts and filling your skull as the world around you distorts and turns insensible, chaotic, and then, finally, dark.
What happened? Where is...
Who are you? What have you done to me?
I don't know.
Answer me!
Please, stop! Who are you? What are you doing to me?
Who am I will ask again. Who are you? What happened to those people in my cave?
Your cave? Who or what are you?
Do not play games, child. I am Endan Dravayer, and you will answer my questions.
My name's Katra. I live in the nearby village. You're saying you're the dragon?
Do not play games with me, child. Now answer my questions. What happened in my cave, and what have you done to me?
What do you remember?
I remember. They must have trapped my soul in that coin. I have heard of artifacts
So they're
that can do such.
Okay.
I never expected that it would be so painful, though. It felt like I was being torn and pulled apart, then crushed until I could not even tell what part of my body I was feeling. I suppose, though, that I was not feeling my body at all. After that, I saw the thing seeping out of my body, but I could not see if I was breathing. Everything after is unclear. It hurts to remember. I was still reeling when the next thing I clearly saw was your face. A moment before I felt that transfer again. Then we were here. Now we need to return me to my... Do you smell smoke?
Yeah. I'm going home. I need to see if anything has happened.
This is a waste of time. You need to find the people who took my body immediately.
Only after I see if they went to my village first. They may have done something.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
Mom? Dad? Nadine? Bosh? Tanil? Anyone? The house? What happened to the house? Mom? Dad? Help! Someone help! Someone tell me what...
So there is someone left. Oh, I figured there would be a few of you bumpkins left scurrying about like rats. Well, we can't have you going and squealing to your neighbors about us, no. We want things to be quiet and peaceful, so you will have to come with us.
What have you done to my home? Where is everyone?
Take or kill them. We'll have no witnesses today.
This was my home?
Not anymore, it would seem.
Why would they do this? Where is everyone?
Do you actually expect an answer to that question, or are you simply asking empty questions to hear yourself speak?
No, it's just... This is a lot to process, and I feel sick.
We do not have time for you to be pathetic. Your little village is gone. Accept that and move on.
It's not helpful. But I suppose you're a bit absorbed in your own little world anyhow, aren't you? Not like you've ever cared about us before.
There was not much to care about. Even less now.
It's cruel and not appreciated right now. I understand that you're upset, but I am too. So can you please lay off?
Fine.
So what are we supposed to do now? I don't have a home, and you don't have a body, and I'm not letting you take over mine.
I do not think that I could, even if I tried. As much as it galls me to admit it, all I can do is hurt you. I think that I could kill you if I truly wished, but that would likely end my life too.
That's good to know.
We shall hunt the people who took my body. We will find a way for you to put me back, and I can force answers out of those treacherous eels. Perhaps you can use the coin again to set things right.
But it exploded when I touched it. It felt like something was being forced into me before I blacked out. That must have been when you came.
Without the coin, I doubt that you would have been able to restore me anyhow, much less after whatever that monster of theirs did to me in the time since. It seemed to be fusing with my form. It might have been feeding. That was not the impression I felt.
So I've got the same question as before. What now?
Short of purging my soul from your body, which I would not recommend lest you want me to destroy the both of us first, you will need to put me into another vessel. Ideally, though, that vessel will be my own original body, purified of whatever has come to infest it. If your villagers were taken by this group, then finding where they have taken me will also lead you to the answers you seek.
Sure, but I don't know anything about healing dragons or moving souls from one body to another. How are we supposed to do all of that, or even find these people?
I think that the best course now would be to seek the advice of the scholars in Candlekeep. It is relatively close and hosts the greatest collection of knowledge in Faerun that I am aware of anyhow. If anyone would know of a cure or be able to devise one and be able to tell us more about this group of people that attacked me, then we will almost certainly find them in Candlekeep's great library. Rather than walk the whole way, see if that man with the card is heading north. Preserve your strength while you can.
I think that's actually the first good, usable advice you've given me.
Do not push your luck with such frequent sarcasm, child. Find the cart and let us leave.
Need a lift?
After nearly 2 weeks of walking, leaving over 100 miles of the coast road behind you, Candlekeep's soaring spires are finally close enough to reveal their details. Set atop a craggy peninsula, rising above the Sea of Swords, the fortress overlooks the surrounding farmland, while keeping a healthy distance from the wild and shadowy Cloakwood.
At last! I had forgotten how long it can take to travel when one does not have wings with which to fly. It certainly seems tedious. Remember, Candlekeep is the home of the Avowed, the greatest scholars on the continent. Be respectful, follow their rules, and try not to let anything too uncivilized come out of your mouth.
Anything I should know about this place before we go any further?
Last I was here, they only allowed the local scholars called the Avowed through the Emerald Door into the inner ward, where the libraries are. They have since eased their restrictions somewhat, I have heard, but be prepared to do some favors or pay for entrance.
Anything else I should know?
While the Citadel itself is a safe and secure place, be wary of the surrounding lands.
Wings would be nice. Wings would be very, very nice.
Foul, albeit fairly weak creatures here. Expect more than those few encounters we had on the road.
Let's get going.
All right. Wings would be very helpful. I have a fireball. I didn't know that barbarians could use magic. Whoa.
These fields look almost untended, and I do not hear any farmhands or livestock. Have these places been abandoned for some reason? Keep a keen eye out. If these people fled their homes, they must have had a good reason to do so.
It said explore, so let's see what we can explore. Ah. Well, I definitely can't go in these fences. There's no fence gates. Wait, can I actually? I can. Can't go any further that way. This place does look kind of abandoned. Can't tell what the wayfinder's pointing me to. And it just says explore. Right? Explore. It's just you. It's not a mod. It's a adventure map. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, wait, I've got something to tell you about those guards.
It's a fucking halfling.
We're starting to wonder if you'd actually stop to talk.
I don't want to talk to you, but I'm gonna see what it seems like.
What do you need to warn us about?
Well, the guards aren't going to let you in. I saw you coming up the road, and it's pretty clear you're not from here. So no one's going to let you in, even to the Court of Air.
Why aren't they letting strangers in?
People have been going missing in the area.
Oh my god,
Families
just
and
like my
locals alike.
village.
Those farms you pass by, for example. Yeah, the families that live there just up and vanished. No sign of an attack or anything. So the people in charge are getting right paranoid and only allowing residents to enter the city.
So how do we get in?
If you're gonna enter Candlekeep, you're gonna need a residence pass. They handed them out to all the locals in their jurisdiction, but it was pretty rushed, and with my special set of skills, I can make one that will fool the guards into letting you through the gate. What do you say? 25 gold, and the documents will be all yours.
I don't have much money to spare, and you don't look like you have many customers. Drop the price to 10 and I'll pay you.
Sorry, but I hear the coins jingling in your purse and you sound pretty desperate. I think it's actually going to cost you 30 gold now.
Fine. We have a deal.
Good. Now, I can't make this pass from nothing, and I sold my last copy a week ago, so you'll need to find one of your own that I can modify. Look at those farmhouses, though. The families there were either taken or left in a hurry. They might have one or two lying around. Bring back a copy, plus payment, and I'll get to work. Be careful, though. The people are gone, but I've heard some rustling around there and strange sounds. Never seen anything, but it gives me the creeps. And I think I saw someone go into one of those houses, maybe to stay the night, but I never saw them come out. Probably just missed them, though. Good luck!
Of course, we have to do the legwork.
I'm the one doing all the work. You're just along for the ride.
I will contribute as best I can. My advice by itself could prove invaluable.
Yeah, if you ever give it.
Oh, what the? Whoops. Okay, nothing in this house.
What is this thing?
Some sort of construct.
Oh God.
I would presume that it is guarding this house, unless someone left it with more malicious intentions.
Thanks, but that advice isn't helping me to kill it.
Just tear it apart. If it cannot hold itself together, it is no threat. To think you needed my help to figure even that out.
Oh, what? Maybe I should not be on that slot when I'm looking through stuff. Just a thought. There's nothing in here. Oh, shit. There's nothing in here.
Finally! What were those things doing on a farm? I don't think seagulls justify that level of protection.
No, perhaps they wandered here. Rogue constructs are not unheard of. Still, you might learn something if you look around. Then again, what have scarecrows to do with our mission?
Not much, I guess.
Katra, I'm going to try something. Do not be alarmed if things start to look different.
Wait, what? Whoa. Okay, what's going on?
I said not to be alarmed.
What the fuck?
I was uncertain if I could do this while in your body, but my intimate connection to the material plane allows me certain privileges of perception when...
Plain speak, please. Village kid, remember?
Of course. In essence, I can see some elements of magic, how enchantments work, their origin or nature, what they draw power from.
What?
Situation, but you get the gist of it. Perhaps this will help on occasion, though I must admit that it is somewhat taxing to use this ability with your body. Please be quick.
The stake that was holding the scarecrow upright is uninteresting, but the hole where it was seems to have been disturbed relatively recently. This was only put in a week ago, if that.
What would that kind of magic be doing here?
I cannot say. Some people draw power from such places, making contracts with fiendish creatures or finding other ways to tap into
I'm trying.
those powers.
I'm trying. Okay, leave me alone.
Sometimes creatures from there also escape into the world, either through a summoning gone wrong or random circumstance.
Fucking love this.
We have too little information to judge by. Still.
The stake that was holding the scarecrow upright is uninteresting, but the hole...
What am I looking? Oh. What was I looking for? Can we do that thing again? Please? Oh.
Folded and then stuffed haphazardly among a pile of now rotting onions, you find a piece of parchment marked with an official-looking seal and titled Evidence of Residence in the Candlekeep Territories. A bit wordy and a bit more aromatic than you'd like, but it should do the trick.
Good. Now return to that individual Scratch. Let us hope that he is adequate to the task.
Hope or not, we don't have many other options to resort to, Vair.
Why must you insist on calling me that?
It's what everyone in the village called you. It's easier than saying your full name.
Be glad that I am a magnanimous and forgiving dragon, else I would be inclined to start tearing up your mind again.
Don't worry, you're already a big enough headache as it is.
Ah, is that a bit of legal documentation I see there? And smell? Okay, well, you work with what you've got, right? Give me a bit to scrape off and refinish the important parts, then I'll start with colour matching, then confirming the handwriting, and your eyes are glazing over. Just give me the goods and wait a bit. And here you go. Certification that you absolutely belong to the area and can come and go as you like. Just don't let any wizards near it. They get curious, they've probably got spells or something that can sniff out a forgery. Otherwise, though, no one will ever be the wiser. Enjoy the castle!
That was very... He took both of them. He took both of them. I don't think I'm going to get in with this.
Papers, please.
Here's my residence certificate.
The guard glances at the paper, noting the seal and the signatures, but does not peer too closely. Watching him scrunch up his nose, the cursory inspection might have to do with not wanting to put his face too close to the smell of rancid onions.
All right. Everything looks fine. Head on in. Just keep an eye out for any strange activity.
We got in. Okay.
Passing through the city walls, you are dumped into a large, open square that seems to double as a marketplace. It is not exactly brimming with life, but considering how you've lived nearly all of your life in a small village, the number of people in one place is staggering, and the activity threatens to be overwhelming.
Good. That was tedious, but we made it. Now the next part could be problematic. Only the Avowed and certain others are allowed into the inner ward through the emerald door on the far side of this courtyard. Talk to the keeper there and determine what is required to get in and speak with one of the experts.
What business have you here, child?
I wish to speak with one of the researchers.
You and everyone else. Do you have an appointment or a letter of introduction?
Should I lie? Or help a dragon?
What if I told you that I am sharing this body with the soul of a dragon that had their body abducted by cultists, and that we are looking for a way to bring him back to his original form?
Ugh, not another one of these. There's always some vagrant spouting about being cursed or needing to find evidence of their royal lineage or some other such nonsense. If you truly believe that dragon business, then you do not need a scholar's help. You need a doctor so that they can check your head.
Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
This is unacceptable. We must find someone to assist us, and soon. I can only imagine what those monsters are doing with my body, and already I chafe at being confined to yours.
Wow, thanks. Well, do you happen to know where we could find a rare or unique book?
Oh, my back.
No. Distasteful as this may be, we might have to find another dubious legal way around this problem. Actually, I remember passing a sewer grate earlier. If there are sewers for this outer area, then they surely have some for the inner ward.
So, you want me to break into a sewer, sneak through Ogma knows what kind of filth, and then break into the inner ward to, what? Kidnap or threaten a scholar into helping us?
Presumably, we would be able to find someone more reasonable, or at least amenable to our request. However, we cannot do that from out here. The sewers are our only option right now.
You only say this because you won't have to smell what I do.
Actually, I will. You think I only see through your eyes? Child, I am bound to experience everything that you do. Believe me, sharing in your bodily functions these past weeks has been far from enjoyable.
Ew. Okay, point taken. Sewers it is then, I guess?
Yuck.
Ugh, this is what living in a city means? How can one place produce so much filth?
You sounded as if you knew what you were getting into.
I thought I did. Didn't think it'd be this plentiful.
The byproduct of civilization. People are messy.
Fire? Are you okay?
Do not call me that. It's strange. Even without a body or the need to breathe, I feel a tightness in my chest, lightheadedness. I think that it would be best to spend as little time in here as possible. Please, hurry through this place.
Wait, you don't sound so good. What's going on?
We need to move quickly.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No! Now stop asking idiotic questions.
Alright, let's make this...
That is the right direction, and it seems to no longer be sewers beyond this point. These are probably the tunnels running beneath the inner ward I have heard of. Catacombs, vaults, labs. Much of the work and knowledge of the Avowed is down here, it seems. Unfortunately, there is a ward on the door. You will need to find a key, unless you wish to be fried.
No. No, I don't.
Wait, look at that. On the ground.
There's nothing on the ground.
Precisely.
Helpful?
The rest of this place is a riot of grime and muck, child, yet this path is almost spotless. I would be willing to bet half of my entire horde that a gelatinous cube has come this way.
Gelatinous cube.
An oozing monster that inhabits places like this. Some people and more intelligent creatures keep them as witless guardians and janitors. The things absorb and dissolve any animal or plant material they touch as a way of eating. They cannot dissolve metals and other non-living things, though, so they can carry the equipment and goods of whomever they have eaten for some time.
Whomever? As in people?
Of course. Do not be dense, child. Now follow this trail. You might find something interesting floating in the cube's body. Just be careful, though, as they can be transparent and thus easy to overlook. There, look. The thing has a key inside of it. It must have eaten a maintenance worker or one of the Avowed. That would get us out of the sewers and the cleanup part we saw earlier. Just don't let the creature suck you up. Please? looks as if an enchantment quite similar to the one on the locked door is embedded in this key. It should work to get us through.
And what if it sets off the trap?
Then you had best hope that the mage who put it there set it more as a deterrent rather than a defense.
Okay, just going to open the door. The magically trapped door stuffed with potentially lethal lightning. Right, okay. And still alive. Right, well, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, be not so dramatic. You could find much worse before we are done here. I have heard tell that there are guardians and occasional escaped experiments down here, though that may just be rumor.
Wow, thanks. The possibility of even greater danger certainly sets my mind at ease. Thanks, Fire.
Stop calling me that.
What?
Get back!
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Good job. The creature was known as...
A mimic. Yeah, I've heard of those things. Didn't expect it to be so slimy, though. Why did it have a key inside of it, though? Did it eat someone like the cube did?
Probably not. Otherwise, we would have seen some more gruesome evidence of the meal. No, some people feed mimics various items that they need to hide or protect. If you know how to handle one of these things, they can be rather convenient guardians. As long as you keep them fed, that is.
Yeah, I can imagine the alternative.
What is that? Really? Again? Got him. What the fuck are you? Demon. Oh, Lord. Fuck! The fuck are these things? Oh my god! What the fuck was that? Oh my god. What the fuck? So much gold. So much.
Well, unfortunately, it seems that this ensorcelled armor is tied to the exit. Unless you have a powerful dispelling magic at your disposal that you have neglected to mention, you will have to defeat this thing to undo the seal over the door.
Fuck!
You're saying I have to fight a piece of armor with no obvious weaknesses, or even a person inside to take out? Let me guess, I have to just beat it into a useless hunk of metal, kinda like I did the scarecrows?
Precisely.
I'm really starting to hate constructs. Better be worth all the trouble we've gone to by here. How are we going to get someone to help us, though? We're breaking in.
Let us consider that later. First, we need to get out of these tunnels. Someone might have heard the battle or noticed that the enchantment of the door is broken. We can determine our course once we are safely hidden within the inner ward.
Oh, nice place. Thank you. Unfortunately for you, chances are that you will only see it as you are taken away to a prison cell.
Get us out of here. We cannot be imprisoned. Not in a cell. Fight! Run! Do something!
Are you joking? There's so many of them! We'll be torn to shreds if we resist! While we would normally have prevented you from coming this far, Sage Thesserai has taken an interest in you. Now you are to attend him personally.
Whatever you do, do not allow them to incarcerate us. Do not give them a reason.
Who is Sage Thesserai? Seriously, you broke into here without even knowing who the people in charge are. Not a very wise burglar, are you? Who are you? I am a captain within the Avowed City Guard, and probably the person to lock your cell door behind you. That is all you need know. What does this Thesserai person want with me?
Sage Thesserai said that they found you curious, but did not elaborate. They also said that your mega powers could not pose a serious threat to him or us. Keep that in mind, lest you try something rash.
Okay, I'll go. Where do I find them?
He is waiting for you in Exaltation, the Keep. Consider this an honor, as few of those outside of the Avowed are allowed entry to our home. You are to head directly to the Great Library. Do not attempt to deviate from the main path. We will be watching you.
That is far enough.
Are you Thesserai?
I am.
Why am I here?
You caught my interest. We have all sorts of detection spells in the sewers. You pinged a half-dozen of them when you sneaked in, and a dozen more when you entered the catacombs.
What do you do here?
I'm the Sage of Magic in Candlekeep. That means that I am the leading scholar on magic and the department head of magical studies here. I also work as a lawmaker with the other sages. It's not terribly glamorous, if I'm being honest. It involves lots of committee work.
Why am I here?
You caught my interest. We have all sorts of detection spells in the sewers. You pinged a half-dozen of them when you sneaked in.
What happens to me now?
Do not attempt to resist the spell. If you resist, then we will have to detain you and try again until you cooperate. Lots of extra bother.
As the spell activates, you feel something press against your mind, and on some level you know that it is trying to pry away your ability to lie. The intrusion is sudden and sets your teeth on edge, and your first reaction is to resist. However, considering where you are and the promise of a jail cell, or worse if you do not cooperate, you relax and allow the spell to take hold.
Good. Now let's get the boring stuff over with. Do you intend to harm anyone in this city, be it specifically in terms of property or any other way that includes, but is not limited to, theft, spying, or harassment?
No, I do not.
Good. Next, why did you sneak into the inner ward?
We need the help of someone who understands magic, and we cannot afford to wait.
We? There are more of you. Well, let's come back to that. Okay, now the interesting stuff. Why do some of our spells register you as a dragon and a human?
Aha!
Abomination, and you aren't a construct or other made thing, so what exactly are you?
Careful.
I bear the soul of the dragon and Andravair within me.
That actually confirms one of my hypotheses. It also poses a lot more questions, but that's gratifying at least. How about while we've got this handy zone of truth working, you just tell me everything you can about how this dragon came to inhabit you, and we work from there. Well, hopefully they will be able to use what you told us to find out more about this group that you encountered and the monsters accompanying them. In the meanwhile, we need to discuss whether or not Candlekeep will assist you in your predicament.
Whether or... How could they refuse us? Tell him that Endandravayer demands their aid. It is only fitting that they should restore me to my rightful form.
Is there a way we can convince you to help?
Well, yes, I happen to have something in mind. You see, there is a clock tower nearby where a colleague of mine named Adro lives. However, no one has heard from him in some time. Since there have been reports of monsters going in and out as they please, it is probably safe to assume that Adro is now dead. Sad as that is, the old codger had a valuable book in his collection. I want you to clear out the vermin, and if Wizard Adro is imprisoned or injured, help him. If he is missing or dead, then find and take the book. You do this, and we'll call it even as far as your crimes go.
What's the book I'm looking for?
The last written work of the late and great Archmage Mordenkainen, the Planeswalker's Guide, Interplanar Travel and its Effects on Spellcraft.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, fascinating, really, and far safer to learn from than by visiting the other planes of existence yourself. Adro got nearly everything he needed by selling us just an hour or two with that book every few months. Excellent. Well, in that case, I am looking forward to hearing from you once you have concluded your investigation. Until then, try not to die.
What do I do with all these gold coins?
I have been instructed to allow you to and from the inner ward as you please. But if you step out of line again, I will arrest you.
Aye, aye,
Enjoy the
Captain.
sights.
Pleasant woman.
I don't know. I figure you two would get along handsomely.
I understand that was supposed to be a joke, but even so, I fail to see the similarities.
Yeah, you would.
Hmm.
Not these things again.
Why were they here too?
If I were to hazard a guess, they are guarding the path to the tower.
You think the person who put some in the farmer's fields also left these ones here?
It is possible. We will discover more at the tower, I suspect.
Bro, do you see that? Bro. Oh my god. No. No. Bro, tell me this is a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Dodge. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Ow. Oh, I'm gonna die. Something needs to hurry up. Something needs to hurry up. Goodbye. Nope. Oh my god. Fuck you. Where the fuck did you come from? That's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. You guys need to fucking chill. Can I go in water? Oh, I can go in water. Okay. I was concerned if I could go in water or not. Oof. What are those? I don't want to fight these things anymore. Whoa. I don't want to fight these. Oh my God. Okay, give me 2 seconds because I am now going to grit a quick screenshot of this real quick. And then okay. And back here. Cool. I just want to get a picture of that for the thumbnail, bro. That's freaking sick looking. Up. I need to buy some armor or something, man.
That must be it.
A bit grandiose, but still quite appealing.
There! I see the monsters. Let's get this over with.
Did you hear that? It's those things again from my cabin.
You only caught a glimpse of things before the fight started and cannot determine what caused this.
They're definitely fighting the monsters around the tower now, though. What should we do?
Vair remains silent, unresponsive save for the occasional guttural growl.
Let's watch them tear each other apart. No sense getting caught in the middle.
A little woozy for a second. Oh.
Wait. Remember the catacombs. We must assume that this place is similarly trapped.
Can you see anything with your magic sight?
Yes, but I cannot make out the details from here. Nor am I terribly versed in wizardly magics. The spell on the door to the catacombs was heavy-handed and obvious. These enchantments are more subtle. I can point out general paths and principles, however, it may take the two of us to puzzle them out completely.
The inscriptions baffle you, and Vair is struggling to maintain his magic sight, rendering him unable to help. You kick the door and it buckles with a satisfying crack, even as a shock of lightning threatens to knock you down. Shaking off the pain and disorientation, you kick the door again, and this time it swings open, the enchantment holding it shut, overpowered and...
I must say, those were rather puny defenses as far as wizards' homes go. I'm increasingly inclined to think that someone else has taken residence here.
Human, stop! Leave or we kill you!
Between the goblin's twisted face and being distracted by the various sharp objects...
If you do not leave this tower right away, I will...
Then we kill you!
Oh my god! Goblins. Hate them.
Excellent work, brothers and sisters. This wayward lamb will be a worthy offering to our Lord and Savior.
Break us out of here, Kotra, now!
Nice try, kid. But this trap was designed to keep creatures far more dangerous than you contained.
No! You shall not be caged! You filthy worms, let us out! Let us out! Let us...
You attempt to discern any defining features or other aspects of your capture.
What are you doing in this tower? What happened to the wizard who lived here?
Oh, why do the people we capture always think they're going to get answers from us? What's the point of telling you anything?
You attempt to discern any defining features or other aspects of your...
Bayer, I need you to focus. I need you to help us get out. Do you think you could see or find anything useful in this barrier? Maybe a way to dispel it.
I don't... I'll try. There are channels in this barrier that the magic has to flow through. I think that if you touch that glowing point on the wall, you can redirect the magical current to wherever you step. If you pull the current to every part of the barrier, I think it will disrupt the entire working and cause it to collapse. I'm sorry. It's quite difficult to think and maintain the sight for more than a moment at a time. Please hurry.
What happened? The prisoner!
Kill them! Kill them before they flee!
Do not even think about fleeing! Eradicate these scum! Destroy them for daring to imprison us!
Hey, are you feeling alright? You got pretty worked up when we were trapped. I've been pretty quiet ever since.
I am fine.
You know you can talk to me, right?
Of course. I will avail myself of your ear if ever there is anything to talk about. Until then, I can keep my peace and enjoy silence every now and then, or must you insist on idle chatter?
Just tell me if there's anything I can do for you.
As you enter this room, you find the door across from you, the only way forward, shrouded in a magical barrier. In the center of the room sits a filled goblet on a pedestal. High above the door shines a crystal that is jammed into a crack between the stones. With Vair's help, you can see that the crystal, goblet, and barrier are linked. Even from where you stand, you can see that the crystal has a series of wards around it, not to mention that even reaching the thing would prove a challenge.
Bro, there are no creepers in this shit, so I was like, what the fuck is that?
Written before the goblet on the pedestal is a note that says, "An act of faith and proof of fealty to
I was so confused for a second.
Embrace the shadow of death to demonstrate your devotion."
It would seem that the crystal powers the barrier, and that drinking the goblet's contents will either allow you to pass through it or temporarily lower the defense.
I did.
Judging by that note, however, I would guess that whatever is in that drink would not be good for your health.
Okay, so should I investigate it first or should I check the crystal? I'm gonna check the crystal.
The walls are fairly sheer, but if you get up there, you might be able to disarm the crystal embedded in the wall. Sliding your fingers into an unlikely...
Let's go!
...yourself on tiny protrusions in the stone, you manage to pull yourself up next to the warded crystal that powers both the barrier and the enchanted goblet. You puzzle over the enchantment, but no matter how you look at it, you cannot seem to understand its workings. Best to leave it alone. Whatever is in this liquid will certainly hurt you if you ingest it. It will not kill you, but depending on your tolerance for nausea, you may wish it had. You can also tell that the goblet refills as soon as it is emptied. Letting the drink slide down your throat, it tingles and chills like iced water. It only takes a few moments after it settles in your stomach for nausea and lightheadedness to set in as you feel strength sap from your limbs. Nothing debilitating, but certainly not pleasant.
Are you sure you're ready to face whoever is behind that door? This is the last room in the tower, and considering that we have not encountered them yet, It is probably where this lord we have heard so much about is waiting.
Oh my god.
Astronauts have come here. We've certainly made a mess of things, and now our lord is upset.
Yes, though it has been entertaining to watch you struggle and claw your way here one step at a time. You have caused enough damage. Besides, I am bored. While sacrifices are all well and good, I enjoy brutalizing my victims far too much to ignore when hapless fools wander right through my door. Oh, suffer!
Fetch me their souls!
Let's go!
There, the Planeswalker's Guide. That is the book that Sage Thesserai sent us to retrieve.
Wait, where?
Now, what to do about this one? They seem rather powerful, but perhaps Thesserai and the other sages would prefer to keep them for questioning.
What have you done?
Oh my god.
Do you even know what is coming? You've destroyed our only hope at a safe haven against...
Against what? Enlightenment? Believe me, Novus, there is nothing that can protect you from the forces of the universe. They will learn.
Contra,
Give
get
her
us out of
some
here.
time
Run.
to see the
We need to
errors of her ways. Then she can dream that this never happened and apologizes before waking up.
I need to go.
Useful, primitive and temporary, but
Hi there.
even these figments of our imagination.
Don't hurt me. I didn't do anything. Help.
Make the occasional useful.
Help.
Have you the eyes for such a thing?
What are you?
Have you the sight to recognize what lies in the blackest abyss? It seems to me that you might, but no. Never mind. There was something familiar about you. Perhaps something that I...
Oh, come on!
Months down the line. Your role in this world is done. Enjoy the coming sleep and, in your slumber, be ready for the awakening once the true...
No, 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 no!
Can you swim? Get us out of the water. Move, now! I did not think to see that thing here. That was more than we bargained for when we took this job.
What was that about dreams and true gods?
I am as much in the dark as you are. They sound
Ow.
at least half mad to me.
No, 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 no.
The cultists kept saying things about that devil saving them, and then the last one looked like they recognized the masked man when he appeared. Any ideas?
None, except that they might be rivals for the same goal, whatever that may be. Still,
Infested?
the masked man talked about coming gods, and the cultists spoke of an approaching cataclysm. It is not too much of a stretch to think they are linked.
No chance we can go after that masked man, can we?
You would even want to? Are you mad? They told...
Are you okay? You seemed really shaken when it showed up.
And you seemed to be thrown from the top of a tower. Nothing about that encounter was normal.
I think I've had enough of this tower and everything in it. You?
Yes, I think returning to Candle Keep and its walls seems like a very reasonable and pleasant proposition. Though I will admit, I want to know what they have done with my body. We were in no shape to contend with that man or monster or whatever manner of creature is behind that mask. Even if we should find a way to track them, though, perhaps there is...
I just use all of my potions.
Could already be gone, or simply pursuing that masked figure will result in both of our deaths. For now, report to Thessarai. They will want to know what we have found.
What's down here? Stop getting distracted. We have a quest to complete. Fuck that shit. Oh, what the fuck? Where the fuck you come from? Fucking fighting ogres and shit. This is bullshit. Jesus Christ. Orcs and ogres? This is not the right way?
This ship drifted into harbour several years ago, bearing no crew except for the swarm of rats that had infested the vessel. After crashing against a nearby island, home to Candlekeep's lighthouse, the ship beached itself here. Local authorities and residents came to inspect the wreck, but found not even the remains of the crew, leading them to believe that the ship was haunted. No one has had the guts to dismantle it since.
Every 2 locations you're receiving. Cool. I must seriously buy some potions and shit. Did I go the wrong way? What? Whew.
Feeling a special connection with nature in this place, Druids created this shrine long ago. The shrine is meant to heighten the magic of nature found here and allow visitors to commune with the earth. Even now, centuries later, the site is witness to all manner of events, from purification rituals to weddings to the swearing of oaths.
You know, you've been rather quiet since we left the tower. Something I should know? Something is clearly bothering you. It might help to share the burden.
I let my emotions get the better of me. When we were trapped in that barrier, I was not thinking clearly, and even if I had been clear-headed, there was so little that I could do. It's galling. I feel as though I am not much of a dragon anymore. I cannot say as I even feel particularly useful. I feel weak. Ever since I lost my body, I have had little or no control over my life. It's unsettling. I hate it.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I do not think so. But thank you for asking.
I was able to buy some stuff.
I was wondering if you would return at all. I considered scrying to see if you had decided to just make a run for it. Glad to see you didn't.
We've got the book you wanted.
Ah, excellent. Oh, does that mean that, Adro...
We were too late. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yes, so am I. Though I will admit that I had assumed the worst already. Hearing it confirmed is still something of a shock. By the way, do you know what was being done in the tower?
A cult of devil worshippers had taken over his tower and removed him.
Devil worshippers? That's a bit, extreme. I certainly hope that Adro had nothing to do with them. So many people seem to forget how committing your soul to a devil is usually a rather permanent affair. I would not want that for him. He could be unpleasant, yes, but he was a good man, all things considered. Do you know what they wanted from his tower, or why they were there?
They had some sort of portal. I think they were using it to summon more devils and stay in contact with the devil in charge.
That cannot have been their only reason for being there, though. They could have taken residence and opened a portal anywhere.
Well, they did say something about needing a safe place. They thought there was some sort of impending calamity and were using the tower as a fortress.
Really? Did they say what this calamity would entail?
No, they weren't specific.
A shame.
We did, however, run into that masked man we told you about, though. The one that was in the cave when Vire was taken out of his body.
Really? What happened?
He sounded like he was spouting nonsense. Neither Vire nor I could figure it out, but he then killed one of the cultists and their leader before taking whatever they were using to open the portal. A couple of its minions were also killed outside the tower while fighting against the things living there.
Pretty fair indication that they're not exactly friendly acquaintances, then.
Is this enough, then? Will you help us?
Help you? Whoever said that I would help you?
You did? You said that you would help us if we cleared out the tower and got your book for you.
I said that I would wipe the slate clean regarding your criminal activities and waive your fee for entrance to the Great Library. The matter of helping you with your little identity crisis is something else entirely.
So what more could you want from us? We don't have enough money to pay whatever ridiculous fees you expect.
What more indeed? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Just toying with you a bit. I was planning on helping you from the start as the problem piqued my curiosity. Though this ought to remind you that you should be careful about what someone says and what you agree to. There are plenty of devious people and creatures out there.
True that.
Either way, I had actually already begun investigating some leads. This may not exactly align with my specialty, but we have hundreds of researchers in my department, so I've enlisted their help.
You can just do that? Get them to drop their own projects?
Of course. What good is being a head bureaucrat if you cannot throw around your weight a little every now and then? Oh, and speaking of assistance, I should also note that no one has been able to identify the creatures that you described to me earlier. That in itself is rather peculiar, considering how many people in this city are fascinated with magical creatures. None of our experts had any answers, though. Fortunately, the Avowed are a curious lot, and are working all the harder to determine who or what you encountered. Since you ran into one of their kind again, if their bodies are still where you slew them in the woods, finding and examining their anatomy would go a long way towards solving the riddle. I will send someone out to find and retrieve them.
What should Vire and I do in the meanwhile?
Well, you're always welcome to find other work in the area. Otherwise, you have been through quite a lot in the past few weeks. Go to the inn, get some rest. Come see me again once you've had a solid night's sleep. I may have some more information for you by then.
Okay. Let's go to the inn, shall we? What's hurt me? Oh, I can't even do this. Damn! Barrier blocks. Can I do this? Nope. Gotta follow the designated path. Oh, so that was the inn we were in earlier.
What can I do for you?
Do you have an open room for the night?
Yeah, haven't had a lot of customers lately since most travelers aren't being let into the city. Say got your pick of the place. Just be 1 gold piece.
Here you go.
Thank you. Now let me just show you to your room.
No. Stay away. No. Stop it. Leave me alone. Go away!
Vair! Vair! And then Vair! It's okay!
No. Leave me. Get back! Where are they? Potter!
Yo! What up?
They...
That's not the first time you've had a dream like that. It's getting worse.
Yes. They are.
What were you dreaming about?
You needn't pretend. You saw it too.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Back to sleep. This is D&D or Dungeons and Dragons in Minecraft. What chapter am I on? I'm still in chapter 2, I guess. Yeah, I'm still in chapter 2, it looks like.
About last night.
Please, do not speak of it.
It's just that, was the experience really that bad? Having your body stolen. I know you were scared, but those dreams you have and the way you acted when the cultists caught us.
I said not to speak of it.
Ooh.
I want no reminder of that. But if you really insist on satisfying your childish, idiotic curiosity, then just know this. Having my soul ripped from my body was the most painful thing that I have ever experienced. I did not know that pain could be so complete or overwhelming. Not being able to do anything about it was even worse. Now be silent and go speak with the sage.